Hey everybody, how's it going? Me and my dad had an excellent day so far. We went out to a couple ponds and we were able to catch some fish. We came back. I had some things I wanted to take care of, which was adding this little SCOTTY. I guess it's a SCOTTY mount track. It says it right there. I don't know if there's any other names or what other people refer to it as, but for this video I'm just gonna call it a SCOTTY mount. And I have two more up at the front, and I just wanted to get something for my GoPro, which will be on the left, and then on the right here you can see I have a little rod holder, so that way when I'm in those narrow areas where the trees are barely over my head and I have my rods in my lap, and just to clear up the congestion. I just want to give it a try and see if I like it, you know. I got the 3 ones. I wasn't sure if I wanted to get the 4 ones. I'm gonna test these out, and then if I like it, maybe I'll go up. Maybe I'll you know, figure out a little wrap around and figure out, you know, a different system. So again, this is what it's all about, experimenting and see what we come up with and what we like. So I have, I guess, how many would you say? This is like maybe 10 screwed in already. Maybe there's a dozen screws total. I first started off with drilling each every hole, and then I went back. Sorry, this is what I drilled it with, by the way, just for reference. So I drilled each hole, and then I went back with the actual screws, and I went back in and hand screwed them in. These are I guess self-tapping screws, and everywhere I've seen online, the big thing is if you do it with the drill, you really run the risk of overdoing it and really, you know, ruining that hole and compromising the whole thing. So just for, you know, save myself a headache, save myself future troubles, I'm just gonna go ahead and do what, you know, I've seen other people do and see what works. And so far it's pretty sturdy. I'm happy with, you know, how it's coming along so far. So we'll be finishing up here in a moment, which I'll get on footage. I'll show you guys the last little bit. Again, it's pretty simple. I was overthinking it. I probably should have done it a while ago, but I was afraid of, one, spending my money on the wrong thing and having not working out. 2, I didn't have the information and I really wasn't seeking it, but I did go to a couple stores this past weekend, and I ran into people that had information, that had knowledge, and were willing to give that to me and give me their opinions and give me their, you know, experiences, and really just let me, you know, form my own, you know, opinion based off of those. So that's pretty neat. And I was able to do that with a few other things. I'm not sure if I'll be able to show you guys that. You know, you guys will probably know what I'm talking about. Christmas is coming around, so I'll make a whole nother video on that topic. But yeah, so far this is what I have going on. We're working on adding this little rigging track here, and we'll be finishing up here in a moment. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot that video. So yeah, we'll be done here shortly. We got the last 2 screws in. Work came out really well. I have it all staged up to how I think I'll be out there in the water. Time will tell, actually, and my experiences will really let me know how I want it set up. Me and my dad were trying to figure out how I should have these positioned. It's hard to tell. I'm gonna go run and get my rods here in a moment. I just wanted to show you guys what it looked like without anything, just, you know, having it naked pretty much. So that's what it is right now. These 2 right here are actually rod holders, which is nice, and this is a paddle holder, I guess, and that's the same thing down there. Again, I might have to adjust it and get that a little bit more in, but for now, this is just kind of, you know, the potential and kind of, you know, what it will look like at that point. But like I said, I can maneuver it and I can put it where I want to and have it at that position, so that way I'm able to, you know, have everything in tight, and I'm not knocking it with my paddles and stuff, and it's not getting in the way of my casting. But yeah, let me go get my rods, let me go get them staged, and then I'll probably be back, and then we'll see how it looks from there. I might even get a chair. I don't know, we'll see. I might just sit in it, it's fine. But yeah, I'll be right back with my rods. I think we have a finished product so far. We have everything staged and how it would be looking if we were out in the water. I have my rods set up. It looks comfortable. My mom was out here. She was questioning if I would have clearance for my paddling. I told her that's one of the things that I'd be experimenting with, so something you'll have to stay tuned. Yeah, turned out perfectly. I added these bungees. It didn't come with these, but I've seen a lot of people, you know, I guess add that modification, if you want to call it that. And I think it turned out pretty good. Put one knot right here, tied it real nice, and then wrapped it over here, and I did that a few times, and it worked out pretty good. I accidentally made another knot right behind it, so it's almost like there's like a tight setting and then like a looser setting, so depending what you're looking for. But yeah, turned out pretty good that end. This is the front end. I wanted to have access so that way, you know, I might have to reaching behind anything and risking falling over and, you know, doing anything risky. So I have this set up right here. I have a bunch of knots in this one, if I'm being honest. This one, I don't know why, but it wasn't behaving the same. Like, it wasn't. I would have been fine with 3, but in my heart, I was like, do a couple more, and then that's what I ended up with. So it seems pretty good, you know. I mean, they don't really want to move, which is awesome. And yeah, me and my dad were talking about how I'm going to have it stored, if I'm going to keep them on there. Chances are I'll be taking them off, simply just because I don't want to risk damaging them or, you know, breaking them. So I'm going to be taking those off as well as the GoPro. But I'm really excited to try this out. Hopefully this, you know, gives you guys a better experience, brings you guys better quality footage. And yeah, so let's go give this a try out. I think tomorrow me and my dad are planning on taking on the kayak, so hopefully you guys will be able to see me then. At the very least, you'll have maybe a review of, you know, of how things turned out. You know, some things are going to change, some things are going to keep with. I'm gonna maybe, I don't know, do more of, who knows. But yeah, I can't wait, and hopefully this is something you guys enjoy too. So if you guys like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Just a little shout out to YAK Gadgets. That's the people that provided these. I think they're called STAGERs. So if you want to go on the website, that's what I'll look up, STAGERs. But basically, it's just like a horizontal rod holder. And I've been looking for something like this for a couple months, almost I don't know, maybe even years now. Because like I said, in Jersey, I'd been getting in some narrow spots, but it wasn't that common. I mean, it was common, but not super common where it really required this. But down here in Florida, guys, I mean, it's no joke. Some of these split spots we're hitting, because it's right off the roadway, really, really, really overgrown and super tough to navigate. And then not, you know, for nothing, if you're trying to fish it and you got all the stuff that's, you know, making a mess in your lap area. Because I usually put my tackle bag there, which has all my stuff, and then I'll have maybe a drink, maybe, you know, coffee mug if, you know, it's my dad or something, if anybody else. But yeah, and then you throw rods on top of all that, it really, you're asking for a mess, and you're asking for, you know, just a headache. So to avoid all that, this is my attempt, and I'm pretty satisfied so far, and I can't wait to give it a test drive tomorrow, and hopefully it all goes the way I'm thinking it's gonna go, and maybe I'll make this my regular setup, and yeah, maybe, you know, I'll start something. But yeah, I was really impressed actually with the self-tapping screws, if I'm being honest. I wasn't sure how that was gonna, you know, plan out, so me and my dad decided just to screw one in first, and then, drill a hole and then screw one in, and then see how that worked out. And after we saw the first one turned out really well, we're just like, you know, full steam ahead. And yeah, my next project I'm thinking of doing with my kayak, if anybody has experience with this, feel free to leave a comment and reach out to me. I want to replace these little foot areas. They drive me nuts. The first 2 areas I don't use, and they just really are nothing but bruise makers. Like, I swear, they just are nothing but in the way and annoying, and they just irritate me. And I've seen, especially around here in some of these shops I've been going to, I'm seeing, you know, replacements, alternative systems that I could use, and I might have to look into those. I want to get a hand riveter, so maybe that's the next project I do, and hopefully I have a video showing you guys my process with that. So yeah, if you guys are interested in stuff like that, please, again, leave me comments, leave me your thoughts, leave me your opinions. I want to know. I'm also interested. I know I haven't been active on YouTube lately. I've been super busy with work, but I know everybody else is, so what's my excuse? I guess that's it. But yeah, I'll try to bring out my GoPro. That's also, I'll admit to being bad with, for, you know, remembering my GoPro. But yeah, overall, guys, it's been a wonderful season, awesome year. I'm really looking forward to next year and what, you know, that holds. Me and my family are making big steps. We're taking on things, and it's just exciting overall, and we're really, you know, just fortunate and blessed to be in the position we're at right now, and we're just looking forward, you know, to continuing this journey we're all on. So let's keep it up, guys. Let's keep up the good work, and you know, see you guys next year. Have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. As always, keep casting.